Hey folks, today's daily target is not loading, so let's do some old ones. These are from the 13th, 14th, and 15th of November 2023. Let's get right to it. Triangle, we love a triangle. Triangles are great. Can we do this background on the body? Can we do this? Can we do the triangle on the background? Only on the background, and can we do it with a single conic gradient? Here, this is what I want to know. If we do a conic gradient, then it needs to be what? At 135 degrees, right? Or actually from 135 degrees, and then it's white, 25%. And then it's orange with a hard stop. So that's kind of a triangle. That's a different angle, isn't it? Yeah, it's a different angle. But can we make that work? Let's find out. 50% on the x-axis, and then we need to make it go up to 210, 220. All right, so that's interesting. Can we get it? That's the question. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 142 degrees, and then can we do it as a percentage? 20, 21, 22, 21%. How about 21.5%? How about 20.5%? 21.1.2%. 0.1. It's close. So we need an at value, huh? At. So we need to move it vertically up a little. So we need to make it even more. So we're moving vertically. So we're making the triangle taller, which means we need to move it. We need to move it so that it's what, 47% or something? 46% maybe? Let's move that into place. 4, 5, 2, 0, 3, 0. Closer, closer. How about 45%? 46, 47, 48, 46, 45, 46, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Maybe. I like this. I like this a lot. All right, next we got a radial gradient, which is going to be a circle. I'm genuinely surprised that this is kind of working out, but then again, we haven't submitted yet, so this could be terrible. We need a comma. We need a number, 2%, comma. There it is. So there's a teeny tiny circle. We're just going to remove this paragraph tag. So far, no paragraph tags. Is this a good idea? I don't know. Maybe not. At 50%, 60%, 3, so 64, 3, 2. All right, let's make that a little bigger. 10. Ooh, it's close. Let's just do that in pixels. I can see that it's not happy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8. 185 pixels. There we go. 9%, 9.5%, 8. Let's just do that in pixels too. 30 pixels. 25 pixels. There it is. All right, that's another gradient. Now we got this guy. Now this is a problem because it looks like if we do a repeating radial gradient, we're going to get edges that are going to be unsightly. And so one way or the other, excuse me, we need more elements. Now maybe we can do, let's see what we can do. So we want, essentially it's this, I mean, it's very similar to this one, but we just need 3 of them. Var -- G, and what, at 100 pixels, 100 pixels. I'm going to put this, make it be black. Some very wrong color, but will help us see it. There it is. Okay, so that's not what I meant to do, but that's why we do this. All right, so the circle is at 50%. Okay, so good. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that color needs to be orange. Well, that's pretty good. So that's at 55 pixels. Is this one at minus 55 pixels? Yes, it is. And then this one's at 50%, 55 pixels. Minus 50. There it is. Minus 55 pixels. Because there's a symmetry about those positionings. They're from the center and then move in different directions. And that's 100% match, and we're going to take it. As silly as that is, let's minify and unit replace. I don't think there's any units to replace, but that's okay. Little slight cleanup and resubmit and see if we're still at 100% match. That's a fun one. I believe that when I did this before, I did a clip path on an element to get the triangle rather than using an ad hoc conic gradient. That was a nice solution to that one. All right, what do we got here? Okay, I think this is definitely one of those ones where I want to constrain the element using margins. Let's put a good color for the contrast. So let's do 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9 margins to narrow this element. 110, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then how high? How about 200 high? 200 is it. Love it. Okay, so what's this pattern? Well, I think it starts with a conic gradient. So if I put a conic gradient in the front of this, I'm in pretty good shape. Actually, this is a single conic gradient, which is even better. So what's that look like? If I do put it in the upper corner and do what's the width? It's 200 tall. So how tall is 175? Oh no, if it's 200 tall, then it's 150 wide. So the width is what, 100 pixels. And so if it's 100 pixels, 100 pixels, then the height is 50% of the height. And then this is, it's 66.6% of the height. So we won't do that. Okay, it's 4 colors. Actually, it's transparent, 25%. And then it's the yellow, 0. And I'm going to add a no repeat so you can see what I'm doing. And then it's transparent again. I'm putting in my color stops, and then we end with this brighter color. And right now, It looks like nothing. Why? What did I do wrong? Because it's not. The height is 50%, yes. The width is 100 pixels, yes. Because I have this in the background. If I do red, you'll see what's actually happening. Okay. Okay, so now that aligns perfectly with these 4 squares. And then when I let it repeat, we got it. That's a great one. So fascinating checkerboard, single conic gradient, but because we don't get to see it repeat more than once, it's 1.5 repeats on the x-axis and 1 repeat, 1 addition on the y, so it doesn't seem like it's doing very much, but there it is. Let's minify and unit replace, and that's a great quick conic gradient solution. My favorite of the gradients, the conic gradient. Very enjoyable, and that's a better score than I've gotten in the past, so I'm happy with that too. Is there anything else we can do to tune this? No, not that I can see, not that I really want to do right now. What is the ampersand? Yeah, I think this will get us over 700, which is one of the nice numbers. But the scores, they matter, but they don't matter super much to me. But I enjoyed just doing it for the puzzle aspect of it. I'm not looking to stomp other players. All right. Is this a pitchfork? What is that shape? I don't know what that shape is. It's a fun shape, though. All right. What do we want here? To me, what is this shape? I mean, we just saw an example of a conic gradient repeating. That's kind of a fun way to do it. So is this 2 patterns? All right, let's use the blank template and let's narrow this element so that it covers all of the light green. I think that's the right starting place. So by altering these margins, 3, 4, 5, 6, 100, 110, 115, 116, 117, and making it taller, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So that's our first part of that. So, how few gradients can I create to create that shape? I feel like the start needs to be a conic gradient. That is from 180 degrees and then is transparent, 25%, and then, actually, because this is going to cover, we need to be the dark green, and then is transparent. Now we can't see that. There it is. But I want to do, okay, so I want to do what? So that's kind of what's going on. I'm going to add a no repeat just so we can make sure we see it. And then I'm going to make this color black so we can also see that. So I want this to only be to this edge. That means making it .90 wide. Wait. So what do we got? I think that's correct. So then we're going to change this up So it's not black, but it is yellow. And then we need different, so from, at, 50%. So that's what we currently have. Now, the light green we're not going to use. This is temporary. And then it needs to be over a little bit. How about 5%? 58%. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means it's the magic third at 2/3. So not super exciting. How about 50 pixels? How about 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60 pixels? Okay. And then when I let it repeat, excuse me, when I let it repeat, we get that square, which isn't bad. All right, so now I want this to be transparent so we can see through. Can I put this back? No, not really. All right. Now we have another gradient. Well, what if we limit the height and make it repeat Y? Maybe that's the cleaner way to do this one. So we're going to let this repeat Y. And we do give it that color. Or rather repeat X. Ha, ha, ha. All right, so let's put it lower. This will make us change a few things. So we're at 80. No, we got to change our position. 90. 90, yeah, 90. And then our at needs to change. So we had what, at of that. And let's just, if we make it just like 1, 2, 3. That's not too bad. Can we do a percentage? If we do that. Those are not great numbers. And then what if we change that 60%, 60 pixels, I think needs to stay as well. Okay, so then we've got that. Then we have a single conic gradient. Which is transparent, 75%, light green, 0. It's in the upper corner, and it's like 30 pixels by 30 pixels. Oh, that's the idea. And then let's go ahead and put that background back on. All right, so that's what we got right now. If we make this bigger, 40. Then we're doing what we want. Is it 50 and 50? Is it 60 and 60? It's 60 and 60. So that's 2 conic gradients. The first one creates this bottom part, and we constrain the height of it and only let it repeat on the y-axis, so it doesn't cover everything. But that's how we get this shape. Do we need the background on the body? Yes. Do we need anything else? No, not that I can see. But a good example of background position, background repeat, background size, all interacting to create a particular shape. If I do a percentage on this, I don't want to do that. All right, so let's submit and get a get verification that we've got 100% coverage. Let's find out. We do, and that's a better score than I've gotten in the past. Let's minify and resubmit. And then we've accomplished it, and that's not a bad score. That's a fun set of challenges. I'm halfway through November here now. Again, that was the 13th, 14th, and 15th of November 2023. I'm continuing to do these when I have the time, and be good to each other. Make something with CSS. CSS is awesome. Websites are great. Take care of yourself.